Alright guys, I'm back for another video. I'm going to be doing isometric views. No, I'm going to be doing an isometric view for you guys. So right here we're given, I'm going to be doing two drawings by the way. The fall 2017 one and the spring 2017 one from both of the things. So we're going to be getting an orthogonal view. We already have it. We're going to start drawing. So one thing to keep in mind with these drawings is try to focus on the easy parts first. The easy part would probably be all the right angles. So let's go get the general dimension, then principal dimensions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the length over here. Okay, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the height. And for the depth, it's going to be 4. This is going to be our principal dimensions. This is going to be very important. I'm going to make a just kind of like just simplify it as a brick, just a giant brick. Okay, so I'm going to draw my lines and then follow along if you have paper. If you don't, I don't know. Okay, 1, 2. I'm gonna do the depth first, so about 1, 2, 3, 4 for the depth right here. Okay, I'm just gonna build this way. Like I said, I'm using a construction line right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna try to cut down the video just so it's not as long as the other ones for this way. Right now we have the flat surface right here. So we have a 4 by 7 cube, 4 by 7 square, and then we're gonna go up by 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and draw this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, to just speed this up, I'm gonna try to do the copy and pasting stuff. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna draw it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, once you have one of the heights, you could actually just kind of look at how everything's gonna affect it. So like right here, that's 5. Just kind of find when it lines up with another line. Then always remember your isometric view is kind of set up where any of these lines that are parallel to like this one right here is going to be your length. Anything that is parallel to this is going to be your depth, and any vertical lines is going to be your height, like this. See that? Okay, just for some just little reference in case you guys get lost. Okay, I don't think I'm going to finish the square, so actually I'm going to start drawing right now. So identify your points, so we know that there's a point right here, and point right here, which means there's this is just going to take up one big old line. So right here in your right view, line it up with your depth. So this point right here to this point over here, not that point there, this point right here. Okay, that's your total depth. So then now, like I said, you see the slope right here? We're going to ignore that for right now. Then we're just going to go up 5, okay, from that point there. So 5. It's easy to connect the dots. That's my strategy. Once you're here, you got to go to the right too, but actually we're going to ignore that because of that angle. Like I said, if you see a slope, if you could see a slope, this is an oblique slope, so it's visible in 3 views, which means this is actually going to cause you some issues if you try drawing the slope immediately. I think the only thing we could do is just connect the dots from here to here, and that's going to be it for that part of the right view. We're going to be coming back to that later, okay? So then now we're going to start working on the top. We are at this point right here because this point lines up with that. If you have your miter line, you do your projection, it hits that 45 degree. It hits that 45 degree angle, then just trace that over, yada, yada, yada. But you know this is also your principal dimension. If you look at the top overall, like I said, there's 7 lengths, so we actually just take up that entire line. Okay, all the way to here. Then you got that point. So now you could start drawing that top view. So you can count 1, 2. See that right there? 1, 2. So just a small little line, 1, 2. Hopefully this works. So, okay. Okay, 1, 2, right here. I said, like, try to keep this easy, just counting the dots. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5. Yeah. Okay. So we got 5.5. When you have a half, just like I said, count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1/2 right here. Okay. Now once you have that, connect the dots. Okay. Right there. Okay. So now let's get where else can we start drawing? We could actually start drawing the right view now. So remember that first point we pointed out, this little corner right here. This is the total corner, which is this point over here. Okay. So we're just gonna count 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And like I said, make sure you're using your straight line tools, okay? I'm using OneNote and it has an automatic straighten feature. Make sure you guys are using tools. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, right here. Okay. And like I said, I'm not being perfect with the, actually I could fix this up a little bit. Okay. Sorry about that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, bear with me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to finish this as fast as I can for you guys. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, then we're gonna go to the right 2 because if you look at this view, or just right 1 right here. So, right 1. Okay, and then now we can just connect it up from this point to that corner again. Okay. For these drawings, try to keep try to identify one of the corners. So I accidentally pushed a button. Try to identify a corner if you can. That is a curve. We are not doing curves right now. We are doing straight lines. Okay. Try to identify your corners first. Now we could either try, like I said, we could try guessing that one, but let's not do that. We could save that for later. Now let's go look at the top view. This line lines up with this part right here. See that? This corner lines up with this part. So we could actually start drawing. Transfer this to here. Go into. So 1, 2. Straighten that out. There we go. Okay. So then we're actually just going to use the top view again. 1, 2, 2.5. Okay. Just yeah, 2.5. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 2.5. Okay. Now we could actually start connecting some dots. We could actually connect this dot to this dot over here. See that? All right. And we could actually finish up that surface, I believe. Yes, we can, because see this dot right here? This dot lines up with this dot over here. So, and then this dot connects to this one right here. This dot right here is the tip of this. So just connect the dots. 1, 2. There we go. Now we just got to finish the rest because this isn't done yet, okay? So we're going to actually just count the height. Like I said, this just runs out the total height. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from this point right here, like I said, this corner is that corner right here. 1, this one right here, to this one right here. So just draw downwards 5. If it straightens up, sorry about that. Again, one more time. Okay, right here to right here. Okay, then we're just gonna get this flush because we're just gonna, oh, that's an arrow. We're just gonna finish up this last part. We know that it's gonna go all the way through. Okay, we know that this is just basically gonna go, if there was one more corner right here, it would connect to there. But since we don't have to draw that because of the, like I said, this entire surface is blocking it, just follow the line from here all the way to that point right there, because this view right here, this little block is actually blocking the view, so we can't see it unless you want to put hidden lines, but I don't think we need hidden lines for these. You might want to double check, but I don't think you need hidden lines for that. Okay, that was the fall 2017 drawing. We're gonna go to the spring 17 drawing, so this is the semester afterwards. And this one, if you guys are tired of this, like I said, like you only really need to do that first one. This is just for extra practice, okay? Okay, if you guys leave, bye-bye. If you guys stay, okay. Okay, so I kind of just did the top view because initially this drawing didn't come with a top view. See that? It didn't come with that at all. Oops. It didn't come with any of that at all, so how do I fix that? There we go. Okay, there we go. Like I said, so you might have to draw a top view for this. You may or may not. It depends on how the exam is, okay? So if you have to draw the top view, just do it quick with your miter line. Just do all that stuff. I already did that work, so we don't take up the video. So let's just get to drawing. So look at the part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 depth, okay? 6. Now 1, 2. Oh no, 6 length. Sorry, 6 length, left and right, okay? Now this in your right view. 1, 2, 2.5. 2.5 or 2.5. I don't know how you think, but that's just not much. And then the height is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 heights. So let's just kind of just draw that box, just a general idea, okay? So let's go start with, actually let's start with the length and the height, and then we could actually do the depth afterwards, okay? So we're going to do the length. So I try finding a corner that works. Like I said, I try finding the corner that's visible on all 3 sides. This one works. This one's the same one. This is the same one. This back one also works. This one also works. The front ones also work, just because this one actually, surprisingly, you could kind of start at almost all of them. Don't start in this upper corner though, because you know there's there's no points there, okay? So we're just gonna draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. Okay, we're gonna go up 4. And like I said, you guys don't need to do this box. It's just for visual stuff. If you feel like you need to, do it, but erase it afterwards, okay? Yeah, So then the depth is going to be 2.5. 2.5. Okay, we're going to ignore that for right now. Right over here. Just bring it horizontally. Make sure I made sure these two are lined up together, so it's a quick, easy fix. Draw that line now downwards if it works. Okay, downwards from this point here to down here. Okay. You know what? Let's just ignore it. Okay, just pretend that line is actually in line with the rest. Okay. So I made a perfect box. So upwards right here. Connect this point to here, over here. Okay, one more little spot right here. Make sure you're going 2.5 depth, okay? So 1, 2.5, 1, 2.5, 1, 2.5. I know I'm counting like ABCs. You guys are adults, but you know, like I said, 1, 2.5. We could start drawing a line up here. If I could actually draw a straight line. I swear this thing doesn't work when I'm like recording. Okay. Just bring this downwards to this line right here. Just kind of like find out which ones. Just try to visualize that box if you can, okay? Okay, right there. That's that imaginary box. Now let's actually get to start drawing. So we know if we look at the shape of the box, we kind of got like, you know, just a big line here of 6, 2 depth, 2.5 depth. So we could actually just start that up. So actually that bottom part is actually going to be, like I said, we could see this line. We could also see this line over here, okay? If you're any confused on where this corner is at, this corner is right here, and right here in all three other views, okay? So now let's just, I'm going to go just clear those circles out because they're kind of blocking what I want to show you. So now we're just going to go up half, okay? When you're given half stuff, like I said, just, like I said, one whole like line, just kind of like this. I'm not sure if that's making any sense, but okay, downwards, that's taking half a line. We can just connect the dots again, okay? We're going to ignore the surface, and that is not very straight. Let me fix that one last time if that works. Okay. Okay, this is not very straight. Let's actually not work on this corner. I just identified that spot. So now for, let's go just go up one. This entire bait, it's like, think of it like a little, there's like a little overhang. You see that? You could see the top surface of here actually right there. And then just a little heads up, these this isn't actually a dip. I thought this was a dip initially, but actually those are just center marks, okay? So just draw your line, downwards one. Okay. Why doesn't the line thing not work? Okay, now it's not working, okay. Okay, so go up one, and then we're just gonna go up, you know what, let's actually go get that dip. So we're basically, we already drew this line right here, okay? We drew this line, this little box right here. We drew that box already, okay? Then let's actually just go, like I said, let's go get this surface right here because this surface, we already went up one. We could go do this, but actually we're gonna have to stop after a slope, and that slope is kind of a little confusing. We'll get that in a little bit, okay? So let's go see. So we're just gonna go in one. So go in one right here, you know, depth of one, and then we're gonna go up two from that point, okay? 1, 2. Okay, once we get there, okay, that's what 1, 2. We're gonna go left one or inwards one, okay? Into the front view, okay? Then we're gonna go up one, okay? Up one, and actually, fun little fact, if we draw this line right here, we'll actually lose some of this view, so we actually have to erase some of these, right? So I'll actually just work on that in a little bit. Let's get that top surface out of the way. So we know that actually right here, this is flat. You know how you can tell it's flat? Look at this part right here. So we're gonna make a 2 length, 2.5 depth. So 2 length, 2.5 depth, all the way. Okay, all the way. Okay, there we go. And then we know we could actually kind of start working on this. So let's see. We could actually use some construction lines. That should actually only work on that surface, okay? Like I said, construction lines are important. Let's just project what we see here. So we see basically a slope of down 2, right's 3, okay? So we're going to do that with a construction line, okay? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, okay? The reason why is because I actually just want that shape of that slope right now. We know this thing is going to go down 1, in 1.5, right? So down 1, 1.5 right here, okay? Now let's see what we could do now. So now that we have that point right there, we could actually just connect the dots. I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit to make it a little bit easier on me. So just connect the dots from here to here. Like I said, that's slightly sloped. Okay, and we know that's going to make a line all the way through. See this point right here? That's that thing we just pointed right here, that 1.5. Down 1, in 1.5. We're going to draw a line from this point to this point over here because this right here is in line with that. So, okay, we're also going to do that same thing here. So I'm going to actually draw one more construction line just so I kind of know where to stop it, okay? So I'm going to draw this one. Like I said, I'm using the lines that are parallel to kind of orientate myself. So right here, it should be, let's see, this is going to be in 1.5. Let me just check. Okay, right. Yeah, this is getting a little confusing because whenever you get the half ones, sometimes they line up thinking that you're actually on something else. So actually, we're just going to follow this line like right here. We're going to transpose this horizontally, okay? You know there's going to be a line, actually not all the way through, it'll only be halfway up to this middle surface in 1, so sorry about that. Oops. Okay, well, it's only going to be not all the way through because if you look right here, there's a little, no wait, yeah, it only goes part way in and then it slides in and then goes up again. So it's actually going to be, let's see if we can do this again. Oh gosh, okay, right here. From here to here, I think this is where it is, okay? I said the slopes are a little bit difficult, okay, but yeah, so then now we could just connect the dots one more time. So right here, we're going to go down all the way. There we go. See that? We know that this line just goes all the way to here. We could just connect the dots one more time over here. Right there. Okay. Now let's go get this part. So we know it's going to go down 1 to the right, 1.5. So down 1, 1.5 right there. Okay, so this point. So we know that there's going to be a line from here to that point right there. Okay, and let's go clear this up because we know this is going to disappear. So let's go fix these lines right here. So 1, 2. Delete these ones. We won't see this line anymore, but we'll see a vertical line right here, okay? See that? That's a vertical line. We'll still see that in the view. Okay, we'll also see the circles. This might be a little bit distorted and it's going to be a little bit difficult to get circles, but like I said from the last video, circles, whenever they're isometric, they look distorted. Or if they're on surfaces, they look distorted. So then now, yeah, connect the dots one more time. Okay, then we're just going to go in 1, so in 1 right here. Okay, then from this point, we could just connect the dots one more time from here to down here, okay? Let's see if I can make it straight. So here to there, connect the dots. Okay, from, if you want any, oh, I messed up again. Oops. Oops, that's my bad. Okay. So, actually, let's go draw one more construction line. I'm going to delete that straight line again. Okay, going to get one more. Remember this slope, it goes down 2, 3. That's actually going to intersect with this line right here. So I'm going to just draw that line, and I'm just going to, you know, from this point, down 1, 2, this is, let me see. Okay, so this goes in 1, so we know that this point, like I said, there's going to be a line right, oh man, this is difficult. Okay, you know what, we're going to do the back surface, because you know what, the back surface is probably where I should have done this. So right here, it's going to go down 2, so, let's see, is this 2.5? Oh gosh, I messed this up again, it's too thick. So down 1, 2. Is this 1.5? Oh, because you know why it's distorted again? Because of the thickness. Like I said, when you have that half thing, it really throws people off. Okay, so just be careful with that. Like I said, I'm still struggling with this. Okay, so 1, 2, yeah, and then 1, 2, and I'm not using a construction line. That is my bad. Okay, so about 1, 2, 3 right here. So this connection to here. Okay, and let me just delete that line. The stuff I meant to actually delete. Okay. Now from here, just down 1, 1.5. So from, it's like right here, down 1, 1.5. So right here, I think that is right. Oh gosh. Okay, you know what? Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2.5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Okay, yeah. Why isn't this lining up? Huh. Oops. Okay. You know what? Give me a second. I'll just put BRB. I'll see what's up, okay? Okay, let me just get this really quick. Okay, I think I figured it out. I just forgot to draw this line properly. So from, like I said, imagine I just didn't draw this line right here. You'd basically just follow that pattern, half a block, half a length in, half a unit up. So it's a little hard to see, but half a unit in, half a unit up, right here. Half a unit in, 1 unit up, okay? Half in, up 1, okay? And that's going to be still there. From this point, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to go, oh wait, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to go up 1, 2, okay? So right here, 1, 2, 3, then you're going to go up 1, 2, and that's how I got that slope, okay? Okay, so now that we have this part, because we know right here, this is going to be down, it's going to be down 1, 1.5 right here. Yeah. So we could just connect this point right here because this point is right here. And we're gonna actually just connect it down. Let's see, 1, half, 1. Okay, so down 1. So follow this line. So down 1, half of 1, then right here. Then we know there's a vertex right there because then there's an immediate angle change. Not a vertex, a crease. Immediate angle change means we put a line here. And then now we just have one more line. Connect the dot. Close enough. Just make sure it's straight. Like I said, I'm not using tools, and it does look kind of a little bit funky, okay? So now let's go do those circles, okay? Those circles, the trick with the circles is identify the center, the east, the north, the west, and the south. Like I said, these perpendicular angles will help you out a lot when you're doing it. So right here, we're going to identify the centers first. So in 1, up 1, in 1, up 1. And actually, fun little fact, we'll only see part of this circle, okay? So I'm going to actually draw with yellow so you can see that. So this is the center of the circle, okay? Actually, let me not do yellow. Yellow is a difficult color, okay? Blue is going to be what we're going to use for the center and the center lines, okay? I don't think we need the center lines. You might want to double check, but I don't think we need center lines for the isometric. Okay, so then now identify the next center in 1. Let's see, to the right 1, half of 1. Okay, so to the right 1, half of right there. This would line up right here actually. So then now we could actually get the edges. So, you know, just half a unit, up half a unit, down half a unit. So this will be the most extreme part of that. You won't be able to see that top part, and you'll see the bottom part by going half a unit. Okay, I think that is half a unit. Okay, yeah, that is half a unit right there because you're going up half of 1. Okay, so then now do the same thing again. Get this point right here, this point right here, and this point right here. But these 2 points are going to be invisible. You won't be able to see it in your top. So you're going to go down half a unit, go left half a unit. Okay, so then now let's just draw what we can see. So we could actually just see there's a line from here to here, right? Not an arrow, but you know, you get the point. From here to here. There's a line, and then we're actually gonna just with these views you might have to kind of be a little bit careful how it is, but just kind of like guess how it kind of looks like, kind of like that, okay? Just make sure you wouldn't be able to see the whole unit, the whole cutout, okay? One more again, just cut it right here, make it like tangent to both of them, I guess, kind of like that. Okay, all right. I do think this is a little bit ugly, but I think it's just because how I'm drawing it. Like I'm using OneNote, not using my tools. Hopefully yours came out a little bit better than mine. Okay. And I believe that is everything. Let me double check one last thing. You know, there should be a vertex right here. Oh, you know what? I'm looking at this and I'm assuming this is right. There should be a vertex right here. Okay. Yeah, try to draw your line. This line should be going all the way through. That is my bad again, okay? So let me just make the thickness of the line a little bit bigger. I think I use this thickness, yeah. So, like I said, like I said, I thought my drawing up top was correct. Actually, it wasn't correct, okay? So this should be going all the way through. There's a crease here because there's an immediate angle change from here to here, which means it's this point right here. There's another immediate angle change right there. See if that's making sense. Yeah, I even show the immediate angle change right in the front view. Okay then. Yeah, that was my bad. Okay, so I think that should be it. Hopefully this helped out a lot. The second drawing is a little bit more confusing just because of all the slopes and stuff like that. Like I said, this looks ugly, but you know what? Hopefully yours looks better than mine, okay? that should be it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I made sure this was a little bit shorter. If you watched through the whole thing, I'm proud of you, I guess. All right, bye-bye.